Hi, my name is Lucas Otieno. I work with Faida Investment Bank, and you're watching Market View, where we link investors to opportunities. I'd like to talk about the history of the stock market, and it dates back to 1902, and mainly it was where the initial settlers were buying and selling shares in various companies. It was private transactions and mainly done by lawyers and accountants. Actually, most of this trading was done at the New Stanley Hotel at what they call the Exchange Bar, and until today they still maintain the name, the Exchange Bar, and it holds a lot of history about the initial stock market. Stock market then became a legal entity in 1954, where now it was recognized in the form of the way it is today, where the public were now able to come in and buy and sell shares. But a lot of trading was still done over the table. So that meant that you would need to get the lawyers and the accountants who were trading and give them your order, and they would go negotiate and do the transaction for you. It was mainly a lot of paper-based. It was then widened, where now you had Africans coming in. In fact, Francis Thuo was one of the first pioneers on the African traders who came into the stock market. It was also more of a call-over system, where people would sit and they would say, I'm offering X number of shares of this company, and someone would stand up and say, I'll buy it for this amount, and looked more like an auction, and they would agree, and at the end of the trade they would do the paperwork, and the transaction was completed, and a share certificate would be issued. We then transformed. We moved into IPS building, where we still carried on to the call-over system. From IPS, we had great pioneers like Jim Nambaru, who came into the stock market with Diane Blair. And the brokers at that time wanted to set up a trading floor. Nation Center was still new, and they wanted to set up the operations there. However, they needed a guarantee from a bank. And the initial pioneers who were members of the stock exchange had to go knocking on the various banks to see who would assist. And the only bank that would give a guarantee was Diamond Trust Bank. And through the guarantee, we set up the stock market, which was more now, it had moved from a call-over to an open outcry. And until today, you still see pictures of traders dressed in red coats transacting on the floor of the stock exchange. In the call-over system, the dealers would shout their orders, and the board writer would record the transaction, and if there was a buyer, he would match the price. The clerks of the trading floor would issue transaction slips. This would be then recorded in the various back office of the broker firm and communicated to the registrar through the exchange, and a share certificate would be issued. So we are still largely paper-based, but trading was more on the outcry system. The market then moved on to what we now know as an ATS system, which is an automated trading system. And in this system, we don't leave our offices. We actually key in the client orders, and they're executed once the prices match, and we can check the depth and the volumes traded in the market, and it allows us to do more transactions as opposed to the older system. Market is quickly transforming, and we are now moving more towards enabling some of our clients to make decisions on their own. There are various computer apps which you will soon be seeing coming into the market, where it would allow you to get access to the market, of course, through the broker. And this is one new ball game where decisions will be made by mainly knowledgeable clients, but your broker will still be there to offer you advice. The world is quickly moving, and I'm sure that with the advanced technology, most of this will now be at the palm of your hand. However, large trades will continue to be done through the broker firms who will, do the trading on the traditional way. Once again, thank you for watching Market View. I'm Lucas Otieno, and if you have any queries regarding the stock market, feel free to reach us at Faida Investment Bank, where we link investors to opportunities.